Hey everyone. That is not going to be my intro, don't worry. It's been a little bit since I made a video. It's because I've been working on some things and I've been pretty busy. And I feel I need to get this video out for you, so I want to get started on making one of the projects for you, or what? I didn't plan what I was saying before I hit record, sorry. The last things that we did, we made a spaceship and I showed you how to animate them. One thing that you would want to know how to animate, though, is things like people and making them move. And rather doing what I first tried in my class by separating the person into many pieces and trying to move them one at a time, we're going to learn how to do it the much easier way. And so, bring up Blender here. And some of you may also be excited because the easiest way to show you this is, or the way I decided to help show you, is by helping you all make Minecraft animations. So that's what this section is going to be starting on. Now, we aren't going to be getting started on the actual rigging of a model because we don't have a model yet. What I'm going to be showing you first off is how to texture an object. There's a couple different ways, but for something like Minecraft, I'm going to show you probably the best way for something like Minecraft. So if you start up Blender, you will have your initial cube, and this time we don't have to delete it. It's exactly what we need. I might bring it up on top of the grid though. And I have messed with making stuff in about Minecraft before. Let's see if I can find it on my desktop. It's in this weird Blender craft thing. Yeah, you can kind of see that there. I have some textures, but I'm gonna help show you how to make those textures. I don't have an actual screenshot of what I did in Blender, and I don't want to open that up right now. Okay. Man, this is messy. So first thing we want to do is open up our internet and get a new tab going. And type in something like Minecraft textures. Let's see what we get. Go to images. Things like this are kind of interesting, but it doesn't look like it's all quite there, which bothers me a bit. There's not that much there. There's a little bit more in this one. It looks a bit edited, though. Whoa. That's interesting. There's a gun in Minecraft. That's interesting, but not what I'm looking for. No. Almost. I found a really good one last time. Maybe I typed in something else. Minecraft block textures. Why not? Here it is. That's what I found. Redirect notice. Did I do something weird there? Full size image, 1.6 times larger. Gonna open up a can of soda. I always seem to have a soda when I'm working in Blender. I'm drinking wonderful Mountain Dew Throwback. It's amazing. So you can see here, we have most of the textures here. I believe there might be a couple that you can't find, but I haven't really been able to experiment with them all yet. Don't really see too much missing. I don't like the lava texture. I think that one's a bit different than what I'm used to. Just looking through it. The door looks kind of funny, but I think once you put it on a 2-block tall object, it works. I feel like the crafting table has a different bottom of it, but to be honest with you, I've never seen the bottom of a crafting table, so I don't know. Okay, so what you want to do is right click on that, save image as, and probably make a location for doing this. I'm going to go to my desktop, hit new folder, and I'm going to put in Blender craft 2 because I already have one and kind of gave up on it. Not really sure why. And go ahead and save the image there. Oh, it's also downloads. Yes, I know what I downloaded. It's probably done before you load. Come on, there you go. Let me exit out. Don't need you. Okay. So now I'm going to right click on the image again and hit copy image. And I'm going to open up 2 paints. Actually, just one for right now. And here you have all the images you need right now. And let's get started. If I go back into Blender, go into edit mode on this cube. I'm going to switch to ortho view because I like it better. Next we want to do an edge selector. So that was Control Tab, or selecting on these boxes down here. We want the edge selector. I wish people would stop texting me. No one talks to me until I'm busy with something. Let's see. So what we need to do is unwrap this cube, which sounds a little weird, but if you've ever made a paper cube in real life, you know that it comes out looking kind of like a cross. This is with my grease pencil here. I am learning to love the grease pencil. So you have 6 different squares, and if you were to wrap that all up into one object, you would get a cube. This also works with wait, no. There's one other way to do it, but that's the way I've always known how. And so that's what we have to do with this, but we don't actually have to do that because Blender has its own way of doing that. So what I'm going to do is go to the front, click on the side here, hold down Shift, and select these other 2. I mentioned in a video that I don't like how Blender's been doing that with the selecting problem. It appears that on my computer, Blender is just being fast, and it thinks I'm clicking twice, so if you are having that similar problem, you just have to click really fast and it'll work. So I'm trying to unwrap it so that it will be similar to the diagram I drew. So I selected this edge, and this edge on the top, and then I got these 2 on the sides, and so that should... Oh wait, I need these 2 down here. And that should be what I'm looking for. Now, I think we have to hit Control E. Yes. Control E. And... where's it? Mark seam. There it is. You hit Mark Seam. You can also find the Mark Seam option in your tool shelf thing over here, but I always have trouble finding things in here. Here it is, Mark Seam. And if I were to deselect everything now, you'd see these red lines came up. Those are the seams that are marked. And let's say you have one that you marked by accident. There's also a clear seam option for getting rid of that. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit A to select everything, and I'm going to press U as an umbrella. And you have Unwrap, Smart UV Project, and all these other things. You mostly deal with Unwrap and Smart UV Project. The Smart UV Project is for more complicated things, such as if we did this with a spaceship, it would be very complicated to figure out how to unwrap it. If you didn't make any seams and did a Smart UV project, Blender would try its best to unwrap it, but it would just be very difficult to get what you want. So I hit Smart, didn't I? Okay, Unwrap. And now let's bring out one of these. And again, if you bring that out and you want it back, you click on that one that you pulled it out with and push it into the area that you don't want. So anyway, we take that out, press T with my mouse on this side, or else it removes that one. It knows where your mouse is. And then on this side, I'm going to click on this box down here and select the UV image editor. And look at that, just like my diagram. Going to move that to about the middle. I'm going to move that along the X. There we go. Get it exact there. And let's see. Go down to image. No. Gonna hit new image. Go ahead and leave it untitled for now. Image. Save as image. And then find that Blender Craft 2 that I made, which was on my desktop. So Blender Craft 2. And change the name to block. It's not the actual texture, it's let's just call it a texture setup. And save. Now let's go back to our folder. I'm gonna hold down B so I can figure out where it is. BlenderCraft 2 up there. That did not work because the whole thing is black. It's supposed to leave you an outline. So see, what did I do wrong? Save image, save as image, edit externally, view, select, UV, there it is, export UV layout, sorry about that. And let's go to BlenderCraft 2, block texture, set up, and export UV layout. It's gonna get mad at me for that, but whatever. There it is. You'll see you get this little option now. So I'm going to right click on that image and open with paint. Can close that now. Oh, it opened it without telling me. Thanks, computer. Okay, let's start with the dirt block. Why not? Let's see here. Here's these two dirt ones, and here's the top with the grass. Of course, if you don't want the grass, you just use this one for the top. I'm going to zoom in on this general area. Get out the box selecting tool and try as best as I can to grab just that area. I can see that there's still some black edges on it. Paste it into here, and oh no, it's not the same size. Of course, Minecraft is pixelated as it is, so I'm just gonna make it big enough. And here's where the problem with the black lines come in. The last time I tried that, that's what became a big problem, is those black lines. But you know, before I start placing that, I remember that if I deselect everything, the top is this selection up there, so that's what I want to be the grass, and this would have to be the bottom of the cube, which means I have to move this to right there. It takes a slight understanding of how your object was unwrapped. And that back, bring this one back up. And we're going to need 4 of these. I'm going to try and do a better job at selecting that. Copy and then paste that into, maybe I do need to zoom in here. Hey, no. Okay, paste. Oh man, that leg hurts there. I actually made one of these out of felt once. It was alright. It didn't look as detailed though. About there. maybe a little bit this way since I got a little bit more of a black edge. I'm going to copy that, place it here, and here, and then one more down here. But on this one, I have to do a rotate 180 degrees, so it's upside down. And on the very top, I have to come and grab the dirt over, or not the dirt, the grass. Gotta grab the grass over here. Still gonna get a black edge on that because using paint for this is incredibly hard. I would much rather use Photoshop, but it takes longer with Photoshop. I made 2 of those. Put that in the corner, drag it out this way. Pressing A doesn't deselect things in paint. And here we have a texture for a dirt cube, more or less. File, save as. Find your Blender Craft 2. Looks like I'm already in it. Grass, dirt. There's no S in dirt. Block. Save. Any transparency will be lost if you save this picture. Do you want to continue? Yeah, whatever. That wouldn't happen if I were using Photoshop. I have Photoshop, but again, it takes longer that way. And not everyone has Photoshop. Okay, so now we have the image that we want, so we go down to Image and Open Image. And do Grass Dirt Block. Open it up, and look at that, it fits perfectly. Just to test it out, you can come down here and switch this one right here to texture, and you will have to set up lamps to see every side of it, and I get really annoyed at lamps. Control D for copy. That was Control D, but we'll be doing that again in a moment. Put this guy on this side. Shift D. Control D or Shift D works, I think. No, it's just Shift D. Sorry about that. Put them on like this side, and we're lacking one in the back. If anyone knows how to do lighting in Blender better than trial and error, please show me a video or something. I know about film lighting, but I don't know how to do that very well in Blender. Anyway, here you can see the dirt block. Looks pretty nice if you ask me. You can also kind of see the black lines. Again, in Photoshop, it wouldn't look like that. But it's not completely there yet. What we need to do is, with the cube selected, go over to, drag this out a bit. Oh, if something like this is all the way back in, and you want to get further back here, you can press down on the middle mouse button and drag that left and right like this. But I'm going to drag it out like this. Okay, go to Materials. If it doesn't already have a material, hit the plus button and add material and whatnot. Let's change this intensity down. That changes... Nope, not intensity. Don't do that. Ignore that. And error. Error. Okay, we go to Specular and change that down so that we don't have shiny dirt. Dirt isn't all that shiny. Next up, we go to Textures. What's going on here? And there's no minus button either. This looks different than what I'm used to. So if this isn't up, you hit New Texture, and then under the type you do Image or Movie. Go down to Open, find your Blender Craft 2, hit Grass Dirt Block. Go down a little bit more, under Image Mapping, you change the generated coordinates to UV. And I believe that's about it. So if we render the image, we got ourselves the dirt block. Hit escape to leave that. And now, best part about making a Minecraft animation in Blender is you only have to make that once, because then you hit Shift D, and now you got another one. I'm gonna go to 7. Gonna go to 7. Then move that right there next to that one there. Gonna select both of these, hit Shift D, go back to 7, pull it out, grab them again. Did I pull those out all the way? Shift D. Shift D. Again. Gonna press C to bring up the paintbrush selector. Can zoom in and out to make it bigger. Right click to leave it. Shift D. Shift D. Sounds like I'm saying 50 or something. Just got to be a little bit careful with this, because sometimes it doesn't come out perfectly even. Doesn't matter too much. But then let's do a Shift D and pull it up. And delete that one. Take these here. Shift D, pull it up. The only concern I have is that grass wouldn't grow here on Minecraft, so what you can do is select that one and rotate along the Y 90 degrees. Said 90 degrees. What's going on? Oh, I selected the wrong one. Rotate along the Y 90 degrees. Try that again. Rotate along the Y 90 degrees. Rotate along the Y 90 degrees. It's having that clicking problem again. Rotate along the Y 180 degrees. Rotate along the Y 90 degrees. Rotate along the Y. Can I do minus 90? Yes, I can. I did not know that. Learned something today. Haha. Then I would have to do it for this one. Rotate along the Y 90 degrees. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a lamp over there. Get one up here. And get one down there. I'm very much littering this place with lamps. And so that's about how you build that area. One moment. Next thing I did was add some cobblestone by going through the same process. So if I copy this cube, and what I'm going to do is add a new material, and then hit new, put the intensity down again, go to this, the texture, hit new texture, image or movie, open. I'm going to go to my regular Blender craft so that I don't have to show you how to do that whole process again. And you can see I have cobblestone, I have iron, I have coal, glowstone, except I think that's actually sponge. So I don't want that one. There's my previous dirt block. There's the water. Wood. Here's stone. Here's what I want. I also made diamond there. Huh. Oh, but except I didn't cut up or unwrap my cube the same way back then. Whoops. Can't do that. Gotta delete that texture. We gotta make it again. So we'll go back in here. And put the phone down. Figure out where my stone is. There it is right there. stone is the same way all the way around, so we only need that one. Just like that. Copy. Control V. Put it up in the corner. Drag it over the dirt block. Control C. Control V. Control C. Control V. Except I didn't need a Control C there. That was pretty pointless. Control V. Now stacking it over the previous dirt can be a problem, because after a while it starts to, like after the 4th stack or so, you really lose track of where your original lines were, and so things get out of place. But I'm trying to make this quick for you. So if you want to make another block, try and open up another paint of your original cutout. I'm gonna hit save as stone block. And go back to Blender, new texture, image or movie, open, BlenderCraft 2, stone block, generated a UV. And you can see it's not changing over there, so I'm actually getting a little worried. If I render, I hope this whole thing isn't made out of stone. My camera's not in the right spot. Exit. Bring my camera up a bunch. Check it real quick. Close enough. So yeah, that's still floating dirt block. You might actually have to remake the entire cube, which I'm not happy with. I know that there's got to be a way to change the texture on a duplicate object. Let's see if I come over here again. UV image editor. Go away from that. I bet it's because... Escape. I forgot that doesn't work on here. How do I leave it? Oh yeah, hit X. So if I go into edit mode here, it's still a dirt block. So open image, stone block. I don't want the grass. Delete the grass. Do I have to delete every bit of grass, or is it just locking up? Let's try and hit a new one. New image. Image. Open image. Stone block, please. Please. Why is it? New image. This isn't going away. Stone block. Why won't it change? This hasn't happened before. Should stop wasting time though, I guess. I just don't understand that. Okay then. Render image. It's dirt. Okay then. Sorry. Close that. Bring up a new cube. Problem here is we have to remember exactly how we unwrapped it. So I hit new material there. And I'm gonna go into edit mode. Don't know why that's completely white. Go back to my edge selector. Grab that one, and that one. And then this one and that one. And this one and that one. So you're making a C on both sides, and then I don't know. You saw what I was doing. Control E on that side, mark seam, unwrap, new, image, open image, Blendercraft 2, stone block. What's going on here? Select all, unwrap. There it is. Image, new image, open image, stone block. There it kind of is. Select everything. G along the Y. Nope, it's not along the X. I think I'd remember something like that. Select that there. Go to the texture area. Image or movie. Open. Blendercraft 2. Stone block. Scroll down. Change generated to UV. And we now have a stone block. At our whim. We can copy it all over the place as we wish as well. Bring that up about right there. Get it all lined up with everything else. Let's pull it back here a little bit. There's no lights back there. Shift D, bring it up. Shift D, bring it up. One more time, bring it up. Still in edit mode. Oh man, that's one object. It's kind of neat. Shift D. What? Something else is selected. This is bad. What else is selected here? What's going on? Oh, I broke it. So anyway, that shows you how to do that. If you were to do something like make water, say delete a couple of these to add water into it. When you make your cube, Shift A, add mesh, cube. Add a material. Add a texture, image or movie, open, Blendercraft, thumbnails, water. I'm going to go into edit mode, do my edge selector, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That one, it's not listening to me. I can't see what I selected. Turning off textured and go to solid. And yeah, about like that. Control E, mark seam, Control A, or not Control A, don't listen to me there. Just regular A. Hit unwrap. T. UV image editor, X out of that, rotate 90 degrees, rotate 180 degrees, grab it, put it in the middle, scale it ever so slightly, new image, open image, Blendercraft, water block. It's taking a minute. I double clicked it. Come on, listen. Okay, open image. And move that to right there. Now if I go back to the textured, it looks like a block of water. Except for one fact is that water is slightly shorter, so I'm going to scale down on the Z slightly. And see, I can get rid of that now. I'm going to go to material. I'm going to leave the specularity up because it's water. You don't have to. I think I might turn it down though. And then I'm going to select transparency. Turn down the alpha, I think. Yeah, not that much though. You can see it change up here. Mirror, I can select mirror, and reflectivity, do just like 0.1. Render the image and take a look at it. Something's not right. Scroll down, change generated to UV, and hit render image again. Okay, hit escape, and then render image again. There it is. Sometimes rendering the image can take a while. You can also zoom in and out on these things. You can barely see through the block, but it does have transparency on it. I don't know if the mirror is working because we have nothing around it to mirror. But I'm going to go ahead and try and position this block in the correct location. Get it down to right here. Okay. Go to Z. Or not Z, the top view. And then I'm gonna hit Z to see through it here. And bring it down to the bottom. And it is slightly shorter than all the other ones. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Tab to leave edit mode, Shift D. Shift D. The only thing hard about this is if you have a current of water. I am still trying to figure out how I would do that. Oh, I made too many. Render the image result. You can see the water down there. I messed up on the stone, but you would have seen it back there. I can open up the other project for you if you would like to see. Let's do one thing to test out the mirroring. I'm gonna grab a bunch of these. Can't even tell what I'm grabbing, but Shift D and bring it up and over like this, kind of over the water. Put it back there. Select my camera. Open this up. Go to 0 there. Put the camera down. Go this way a little bit. Rotate along the Z. And basically what I'm trying to do is get an angle that would bounce a reflection up to hit that block. Let's try this. That last text reminded me that I'm in a hurry to go somewhere. There's not much light there. Why does there have to be not enough light? Mwahaha. Now there should be. That's going to take a minute. Anyway, so that shows you how to make a Blender environment, how to make textures. If you want to learn how to texture the spaceship you made, this is not how to do it. For that, I would recommend image painting, and I think I will try and get a tutorial up on that soon as well. That is how I did things like modeling the Sandshrew Pokemon thing. I actually used that video to learn how to image paint, and so that's one of my only things that has image painting on it. So as you can see, I went kind of fast, didn't really pace myself, so some of these lines are a tad off, but for how fast I went, this looks pretty amazing. And I'm pretty sure you can make some interesting things. You can make castles, you can just pretty much build and cut things down just as you would in regular Minecraft. I'm going to exit that, close that down, close this down, close that down. Do not save because I already have that picture. Open up BlenderCraft and open up this project so you can see what I did last time. You know, they say that a video with an accent is 10% better than any other video. No, that's just something I say. I used to try and learn how to do other accents. Why on earth is that purple? That should not be purple. What happens if I render it? Render the image. Tell me it's not purple. Okay, it's not purple. But as you can see here, I made a little bit bigger of an environment. I got the dirt in there. I rotated the dirt down in this area. I got the water. You can kind of see through the water. There's the stone in the background. I don't think I got around to making the go. And my Russian accent is probably terrible, yet it's probably one of my favorite accents because I can't be all fancy English. Those people that talk all amazing like and sound all so very proper even when they're not speaking proper. I'm gonna end the video now because I got somewhere to go, and I think next time, if I'm not showing you how to do image painting, I will be showing you how to be making Blender creatures or people and show you how to animate them. This is the creeper I used in my little RuneScape video where I tried to make people believe that there was a creeper pet in RuneScape. And that didn't go very well because no one watched the video. I didn't really make it do anything too spectacular because it was supposed to look like it was a pet. Just kind of show an idle animation, and then it was scared of something, then it was going to try and blow up. Actually, I think I used this in the beginning of one of my other tutorials, so you've seen this before. No surprise there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the comments letting me know that you all enjoy these videos. If it wasn't for the past few comments, I probably wouldn't have gotten this out today. And I'm glad I can help. And again, if you know of anyone who would also enjoy watching things like this, let them know about my channel so that I can get a few more people watching. Thank you for watching. My name is Colin Robold, and I'll see you next time.